When it comes to one-bag travel, the best things come in small packages. I'm Tom from Pack Hacker, and today we're checking out tiny travel accessories for your next trip. Seriously, some of these are really small, like this pen. I don't even know if you can see it right now. And by the way, we're giving away some awesome TomTalk gear at the time of this video launching, so check out the link down below for more info. And if you're a pro member, make sure to check out the private giveaway for Pack Hacker Pro members only. Let's dive in. A minimalist wallet is one of the easiest ways to cut down what you carry. You probably don't need to carry around those local reward cards when traveling, so it's best to leave those at home and slim things down. SlimFold says the micro soft shell material is a cross between Kevlar and Gore-Tex. It's super flexible though and easily fits in your front pocket. While not everyone on our team digs how it feels, I personally think it has a nice texture and some good grip to it. Plus, the matte finish isn't easily scratched or scuffed, is waterproof, and has a bit of a stretch to hold your cards securely. It's machine washable and weighs a half an ounce, so it barely adds any weight to your carry. And if you need something even slimmer and lighter, check out SlimFold's Tyvek options. Whichever you choose, you can pack it up with 8 to 10 cards between the ID holder, 2 slots in the front, and 2 more behind your cash. It holds US and Canadian dollars and some smaller euros without folding the bills. RFID blocking shields provide a bit of structure and protection, and they're easy to slide out to provide a little more flexibility. If you need to carry a couple more cards, check out SlimFold's original wallet. We did a review on it, link down below. Now we're talking super tiny. Sometimes you don't know when you'll need to jot something down, so you may not want to waste space in your pouch or sling with a pen. Instead, hook the world's tiniest ForeverPen to your keychain to write wherever you go. The tiny tip is a non-toxic silver composite that leaves a visible gray line when you use it. There's no ink, so it's technically not a pen. However, it'll last a lot longer than a pencil of the same size. To use it, grip the grade 5 titanium body just above the tip and press down. It can be a little hard to use for those with dexterity issues, and it's not as smooth of an experience as using an ink pen. However, it gets the job done for smaller tasks, whether that's ordering sushi on a little piece of paper or getting directions to your hotel. The company admits that the pen won't actually last forever. However, it'll last a lot longer than a standard ballpoint, and it's much smaller too. Plus, you can use it to open a package at your Airbnb without worrying about accidentally inking what's inside. It is super handy to have in your keychain at all times. Whether you stay in hotels or Verbos, you may be sharing your data more than you realize. Many travel reward programs ask for your email and other personal details. I don't mind providing it until my phone starts blowing up with spam. It happens so fast. Those companies sell your info to big data brokers who sell it to other companies or post it on people search sites. I don't like having all my info out there for anyone to access or getting scammy texts when traveling. I know they're fake, but they can still make me nervous, especially as scams get more and more sophisticated. When I signed up for Incogni, this video's sponsor, they quickly found my data on 73 different sites. They contact data brokers on my behalf to request my data removal, handle any objections, and keep me posted on their progress. And I love the weekly digest email that tells me how many sites have been removed from and how many are in progress. The best part is Incogni keeps working as long as you have the service, since those companies can get your information again. Sign up for Incogni and get 60% off an annual plan when you use code PACKHACKER with the link down in the description below. Then you can keep dreaming about tiny travel gear without worrying about a stolen identity. We always pack AirTags when we travel. It's easier to keep track of our backpack, keys, and sling in case something gets left behind. But the round shape isn't always easiest to pack. Rolling Square's new AirCard slips right into your wallet with your cards. It connects to Apple's Find My network, so you can locate it just like an AirTag. It chimes a slightly different sound that Rolling Square says is 20% louder than Apple's. And we think it's a little bit easier to hear the video game-like tone. Does sound like a video game. Plus, you'll get alerts when you leave your gear behind, so you can run back to the pub and pick up your wallet before it closes. The advanced Lost mode sends a message with your contact info via Rolling Square's Share It system to anyone who finds the card and scans the QR code. It's also a digital business card that lets you share your deets with new contacts. Along with the QR code, there's an NFC tag connected, so new friends should be able to tap it with their phone to get your number and social handles. Unfortunately, we found that this integrated feature isn't yet a smooth experience. It's still in beta. Rolling Square is still beta testing the feature though, so we have high hopes it will improve soon. It's also worth noting that the next version of iOS will do this natively between 2 iPhones, and Android has some support for this as well. We like to leave it all behind when traveling. However, you can't always go without keys. but luckily you can keep them from jingling around in your pocket. The Ridge Keycase keeps 2 to 6 keys locked together as you walk. It's great for slimmer pants and small slings since it keeps them from poking into your pockets and reduces noise. Then there's only one rectangle to slide into your pocket instead of a mess of keys sticking out every which way. At 3 inches, it's about the size of a pack of gum, so it's easy to slot in most spaces. And there's a D-ring at the end where you can connect fatter keys and fobs. And if you already like the Ridge wallet, this uses the same lightweight aluminum. Whether you have 2 keys or a half dozen, the tension plate design expands to hold them tightly in place so you can fan them out and find the one you need. It's pretty easy to load and unload too, so you can adjust your key carry before your next trip. From doorknobs to shared armrests and screens, germs are just about everywhere. But no one wants to get sick on vacation, so you need a way to keep them at bay. When you pack the NOMATIC refillable spray vial, you'll always have hand sanitizer hanging around. This refillable bottle can hang off your backpack, sling, or keychain with the attached clip to be there whenever you need a spritz. The sturdy aluminum is more durable than flexible plastic to bear the brunt of travel bumps and drops. And even better, it doesn't leak. You can only depress the nozzle when it's twisted in the open position so your gear stays dry. Just remember to lock it before putting it away. It holds a TSA-friendly 3/4 of an ounce of sanitizer spray, so it should last you through your next trip. If you need more, you can refill it from a larger bottle or pick up an extra at a local store. Plus, it works well for other liquids too, like hairspray or cologne, making it a versatile vial for your next trip. Even if stubble is your style, you'll have to maintain it on a long enough trip. But electric shavers aren't always the most compact. And that's why we like this model from Panasonic, which is straight from Japan. It's roughly the size and shape of a flip phone, and since those can fit in your pocket, you should be able to slot this in your DOP kit. It's also nice to hold in your hand. It doesn't feel too small that you could drop it while you shave. Like a lot of other electric shavers, it is more for keeping new growth in check, not going from Bob Ross to The Rock. Even if you have to use it a lot, it takes AA batteries, which you should be able to find just about anywhere in the world. Some of us on the team have packed just a razor head to save space before. Still, it's nice to have a more refined option. And that's why we like the Venus Mini from Gillette as well. It's much easier to shave when you have enough to grip, and the tiny handle works well with Venus replacement blades. It also comes with its own case if you don't like the thought of a razor bouncing around the bottom of your toiletry bag. What's on the larger side, you can leave it behind if you don't have the extra room. Lauren likes this Mini so much that she brings it on pretty much every trip, and it's made it into our digital nomad packing list 2 years in a row. If Gulliver traveled nowadays, he may bring this to Lilliput. This tiny yet powerful flash drive makes sharing files with friends or between devices a breeze. With a 1/4 terabyte capacity, it's handy when you need to print travel documents before a flight back home. Or you can load it up with a day's worth of tunes for your upcoming road trip, since many vehicles have USB ports where you can plug it in. It's so small that it could be easy to lose, so zip it into your pocket of your tech pouch. Of course, you could always just leave it in your computer or tablet if you have an extra port handy. The high-speed USB 3.1 drive reads up to 15 times faster than USB 2.0 drives as long as you have USB 3.1 or a 3.0 port. That means you can drag a full-length movie over to the drive within 30 seconds, so you have a bunch of entertainment for your next flight. Just look at these Uno cards. They are so small. You can have fun with your friends when you bring games along on a trip. Then you'll have something to do while relaxing at the beach and to make new friends at the hostel. However, when every ounce counts, you may find yourself cutting down on entertainment. You won't have to with the world's smallest Uno cards. This teeny tiny game is smaller than your average bar of soap, but it's still playable when your flight gets delayed and you need to kill time until boarding. While you can find app versions of this and other board games, there's something so satisfying about dealing out actual cards, even when they're just a fraction of the traditional size. Plus, it's easier to play with a friend who's sitting right next to you. They're a little hard to shuffle, but splitting the deck in half makes it easier to shuffle, so you can have a friend help you. Even though they're small, this pack comes with everything you'd expect of a regular-sized Uno deck. Cards, instructions, and a box to pack them away. Plus the famous reverse card. You should definitely not subscribe to Pack Hacker. Since they're so petite, you won't need to find a big table to play on. Your closed laptop or a countertop will get the job done, so you can take a break from digital nomad life and make a new friend at the airport lounge. So there you have it, more tiny travel accessories we think you should pack. What are your favorite small essentials, and what are you willing to sacrifice in the case of space? Let us know down in the comments below. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.